was really upset. I was very angry. I was crying. Still angry. I'm still mad. Today I'm not crying as much, but I'm really angry. So I want to give my insight and perspective on what is happening in the court system. So let's get started. January 16th, me and my ex-husband had a equitable distribution of property meeting. Our judge was Judge Allen. We had almost missed court because it was snowing that day. And so we were able to go to court, and we were there for 6 hours. During that 6 hours, my entire family was there sitting on wood benches. My ex-husband had not one person with him. That comes into play later on. All right, so 2 months prior to that, we had to send Judge Allen. All right, so we had to do an equitable distribution property sheet. It looks like this. You have to say what you want out of your home, what the things that are of value, how much you think they're valued at, and if they can be sold for that value. If there's a lien against the items that you have personal property, everything that you buy usually during marriage is yours and your husband's. So of contentious value, then the judge will decide. So we sent this 2 months ahead of time. It has the information on how much liens was, how much paid for it, how much we think that it's worth. Okay? So the backstory to that is, if you want something in a divorce, you want to price it really, really low, so that way you can get it for an in-between price, because the other party probably doesn't want it, usually. So in this particular... Alright, so the equitable distribution sheet, I can't even say it right. So you go into court, you have yours, I have my ex-husband's, vice versa, okay? So in each of you go down each line, because it was a very contentious divorce. So we went down each line of each thing. And this particular one was in contention, was our 2010 Honda Odyssey. So during court, I wanted to buy the Honda Odyssey for $1,000. I wanted to pay my ex-husband $1,000 for it. He said that that was too low, and he wanted $6,575 for it. Okay, well, I'm not paying that because it has electrical issues, and which he testified in court to. It had electrical issues. The electrical issues came from him putting a tracking device on the van. So fun fact, if you didn't know this, is that if you own a vehicle, you can put a tracking device on it at any point in time. It's not against the law. And he actually put it on there, and it was discussed in court, and it was because he was scared of me. Scared. He wanted to know where I was at all times. A 140-pound me. He's so scared of. Yeah. And he probably outweighs me by 100 pounds. But anyway, we'll get to that in a moment, later on in this series. Yeah. So, there we go. Van, it's got to be sold. Got it. Done. 2 weeks after court, he got the van back. I cleaned it out. I did not vacuum clean. I didn't carpet clean. It wasn't worth that to me to vacuum clean and carpet clean. So, did that. Cleaned it out. Cleaned out even the dashboard. So, 2 weeks after I dropped off the van, I received a letter and a check from my ex-husband advising me that he had sold the van for $1,800. Okay. I was going to buy the van from you for $1,000 during court. So you have to split that $1,800 with me, and you would have gained $100 if you had just given me the van during court. Okay. So you didn't advise me of that. That van, I wanted that van. Dude, come on. So he gave me my half of the money. I worked 2 jobs. I have 3 kids. Cream cheese is $6, as my friend says. Yeah. So I cashed the check. That's a fun fact. So I got the check. I cashed the check. Like a month later, because he didn't date it. And I was not going to date it. Our daughter dated it for us, for him on behalf of me. So yesterday I went to court. that was part of a issue that I had with the divorce, the end of divorce, and the things that I received in the divorce decree. So in divorce papers, my this van was labeled at $6,500. My ex-husband labeled the van for 65. I'm trying to show you here for 65.75. Where'd it go? 65.75. So plaintiff, defendant, valued at a 2010, he valued at 65.75, to be sold at the discretion of the defendant. I went to court yesterday. That was the first piece of the pie. Yesterday during court, got in front of Judge Allen. Said, hey, sold the van that you said was valued at $6,575 for $1,800, but during court, Ms. Hodges offered you $1,000. Yeah, it had electrical issues. I couldn't get any more money for it. But did you ask Ms. Hodges, was that okay? I did not. No, sir. She told me that it wasn't worth more than $1,000, and I sold it for $1,800. Okay, well, I guess that's good enough. Ms. Hodges, sorry, you signed the check. You're shit out of luck. You signed the check, which means that you okayed that price. Yeah. So legal advice is don't sign a check you don't agree with. Don't sign a check you don't agree with.